Well everyone, iOS 27 Developer Beta 1 is out, and there are hundreds if not thousands of different changes, tweaks, updates, and useful features that Apple's added, and we'll be covering that over the next days and weeks. But I want to focus specifically on the Apple Wallet application because Apple has injected even more features, more usefulness, and more quality of life updates that I think really needs to be talked about. So without further ado, let's talk about what makes the Apple Wallet application in iOS 27 even better than before. Let's get into it. Well, alright everyone, let's get right into this. Like I said, I got my iPhone 17 Pro. We're running iOS 27 Developer Beta 1. I do have access to the new Siri, but everything that I mentioned here, besides one feature, will be usable on any iOS 27 device. And there's one AI-related one that would need an iPhone 15 Pro or newer in order to get that done. But let's get right into it with the first one being the Create a Pass. I have been wanting this for so long, and it's mainly because of this right here. So Costco, if you know, here in the US, it is a wholesale grocery store or a wholesale department store where you can buy a bunch of things in bulk. And you do need either your physical card to get in there, and you need the physical card, or you use their actual application itself. There is a QR code for your membership in their native application, but it does not live in your Apple Wallet. So what Apple now does is that you can create a pass in your Apple Wallet, and it's very simple. We'll go down, we'll type in wallet, we'll open up the wallet application, and just like you would add any other ID or credit card, you press the plus button. You now have this create a pass feature, and it says here tickets, membership cards, and more. You tap in here, you get this little prompt that says create a pass, create passes for tickets, memberships, and more with visual intelligence, or enter the details manually. Now this is the part where you do need the Siri enabled iOS 27 or Siri AI. To do it automatically, you can manually create the pass. So if you type in here, create a pass, you can choose which one you want here. Let's say you click on this one, and then you start to fill in all the information as you see fit, which is totally fine. That's how you manually input one of these create a passes. But if you want to do it automatically, we'll press continue, and then the camera pops up. Now there is a barcode right there. It does need to see the visible barcode to get this done, so we're going to do that real quick. So all you do is you take a picture of the pass itself. You get this cool kind of like visual UI of it kind of loading up. It's going to create the pass for us. And then what's cool about this is that it automatically knew, hey, this is a membership card first and foremost. You can see that it's Costco, so it has Costco. It has my member number up there, has my name, the expiration date, or I don't think that's the expiry date. That's the date that I actually joined. So that's misplaced. But again, it's kind of just taking in the information as it sees fit. And then this is the barcode. Now, the interesting thing about this is that with Costco specifically, you can see that my picture is on my actual Costco card right there. It's a pretty terrible picture, but sometimes they need that, so it remains yet to be seen if this is going to be enough. But that barcode is the identical barcode that's on this physical card, meaning that you can use this barcode to scan in. Now, I'm sure it's going to be on a person-by-person basis or associate-by-associate basis to let you into this specific use case, but we can add that in there, and now you have your Costco pass in your Apple Wallet, whereas before, you didn't have that. So this can be done with anything like, let's say, gym memberships, like I said, event tickets. So the sky's kind of the limit with this one. I absolutely love it. And then what's cool about this is that you type on here, view original photo, and boom, you can see the original photo if maybe you need to show it off for some reason or form. But now before we continue, a quick word from our partner, Card Pointers. So whenever I make these Apple Wallet videos, somebody always comments about the absurd number of credit cards that I have in Apple Wallet, and that's because I'm huge into the credit card miles and points game. I like to maximize my spend and earn these miles and points and then translate that into luxury travel that I otherwise would never actually pay cash for, and I've done this countless times, and I even just booked something else where I'm taking a business class flight from New York to Paris where I paid nearly $0. But all these credit cards have different spend categories, so in order to maximize them and keep track of everything, I use an app called Card Pointers. What I love about this is that you don't actually use your actual credit card information. All you do is you input the type of credit card that you have, like American Express Gold or Chase Sapphire Reserve, and then Card Pointers will then know which one of these cards has the best spend multiplier, so when you go and make an actual purchase at a certain merchant, it'll let you know which card in your wallet will be best to maximize those points. So instead of earning maybe 1x miles at a grocery purchase, you're now earning 4x back because Card Pointers reminded you to use your American Express Gold card at the grocery store. And then not only that, but it also keeps track of credit card offers. All these credit cards have a long list of hundreds of offers that are so hard to keep track of that it's based on a per merchant basis. So maybe it's 5% cash back up to $20 or getting $20 back on a $100 purchase. All those are applied on all your credit cards. So if you do make a purchase at a certain merchant that has a deal, you can pull out that credit card and earn that cash back, which does save me hundreds of dollars a year. So definitely check out Card Pointers. First link in the description below if you are in the credit card miles and points game or even the cashback game. So this next one is going to be actually about Apple Cash, and it's this new split the bill situation. So I think this is going to be a great new feature, especially for people that travel in groups. Maybe a lot of adults are traveling, a lot of friends are traveling together. For example, my brother just went on a bachelor party with 17 people. You can imagine the nightmare that it was to maybe split all the bills, whether it was for dinner or events that they were at. So this new feature is actually very easy. You open up the plus sign, you press on Apple Cash, and there's a new button on the top right-hand corner called Split the Bill. This opens up the camera application, and then you take a picture of the receipt. So I have this receipt on this other phone. You now get two other options. So it says split your bill for the chat room. It says either request it or pay your share. So there's two different options here. First, you can request it. So requesting gives you this UI. So you swipe up, you get everything laid out that was on the actual receipt itself. You get the subtotal, you get the tax, you get to add the tip. So let's add maybe a 20% tip on there. And then you can split everything evenly, or you can just request the total amount. I want to split it evenly, and you can split it with as many people as you want. So if there are 17 people, you can split it with 17 people, request this much from that one person, and then so on and so forth, which is great to see. But now the UI on the other way, so let's say if we X out of it, let's split the bill again. Let's get this nice and close, make sure it can read it all. It's going to scan it. You can pay your share, which is going to give you a different UI. You pay your share, and you can swipe up, and now you can select what you ate specifically. Or let's say you had the potato chips, the Diet Coke, and then you also had the fried chicken sandwich, and then you also had this famous duck grilled chicken, but you actually only had half of it. So now you can see exactly how much you personally owe. You can add your own custom tip based on the amount that you owe. So now you only pay 20% on your personal subtotal of $22, and you can pay it to the person that you started that chat with. So again, huge feature. It's definitely Sherlocking some other applications that exist out there, but the fact that it lives now natively on your iPhone is absolutely amazing. I love this feature. I think it's a game changer. Now, another thing in the Apple Wallet app that I wanted to bring up, the rest of these features are going to be more quality of life improvements and UI changes, but in your digital ID, you now have a few more options here. So the first thing is going to be what you're presenting. So what information you're presenting. I actually used the digital ID last week on a trip from New Jersey to Florida, and I actually asked the TSA lady, can I try the digital ID to see if it works? I tapped it and it worked totally fine. Very easy, it worked just like your passport. But you can tap on here to present what information you're giving to TSA or what application you're giving it to. So it's giving you all this information that's what you're willing to share with your digital ID. And then you also have a how to use right here. So if you tap on how to use, it gives you all the information on how to use your digital ID, how to use your ID in person, changing your default ID in your settings, how to use your ID online in an application. So definitely go through this, learn a little bit about it, educate yourself on what digital ID is, where you can use it, and what exactly it means. And in that same light, if you go into your wallet settings and you scroll all the way down, you have a new option called identity verification. So this toggle is on by default, and it says use your ID cards and wallet to verify your age and identity to certain websites and probably other applications. So this is what Apple was talking about with all those leaks that we were mentioning before iOS 27 came out. So this is now in there. And then your digital ID does have this new settings menu, like I said, your digital ID information. You can tap in here, and it's going to be Face ID protected, and everything is in there for you. So that's everything with digital ID that's been changed. Now the next new piece is going to be with Apple Pay in the UI, and I think they've removed so much friction in a great way because it reduces the steps. I can really only show the demo right now because I don't have a payment terminal, but if you guys, I'll leave this link down below if you guys want to check it out. We press pay right there, and this is what the new UI looks like. So first and foremost, this looks a little bit different, and you can actually tap on here to change the card that you're going to use. You can scroll through here, pick the card that you want to choose. You have your pay later options, you have your use reward options, so everything is built in there. So let's say I want to use maybe my World of Hyatt card, that's now there. You can even switch between them like this. You can scroll through them, which is really cool. Huge fan of this new UI. And then you double click to pay, just like you would with any payment terminal. Right now with iOS 26, if you're using the public version of iOS 26, paying with Apple Pay and switching between cards specifically is very tedious and full of friction. This removes all that friction very simply. So that's everything so far that we found that's new with the iOS 27 wallet application. Supposedly there's more stuff coming as well, especially once some regulation comes into play. For example, better order integration should be happening very soon in the Orders tab because right now it's still kind of terrible. In theory, it's a good idea. You have the little wallet tab right there. As you can see, since 2022, there's only 4 things that have been tracked on here because A, I don't use the Apple Mail application, and B, it just doesn't really work that well. Maybe if I use the Apple Mail app, it would work better. And then lastly, what's cool about this is that with the new Siri, you can actually ask Siri about what's in your wallet. So you can ask it things like, what's the best card in my wallet? You let it do its thing here. And you can ask it questions on that behalf because the Apple Wallet is a native Apple Wallet application and it's also using broader world knowledge. it can kind of pull some information on some of the cards that you have. So the best card depends on what you're looking for, as different cards in your wallet excel in different areas. You can scroll through this, you can kind of go through everything, you get the category breakdown. So very cool that that's all built in. So play around with Apple Intelligence, Siri AI in your wallet, and you might be pleasantly surprised. Let's finish up the video. So that would just about do for this video, everybody. As you saw, there's a lot of good that came out of the Apple Wallet application with iOS 27, and Apple kind of Sherlocked a couple of other applications and features from third-party apps, like splitting the bill and creating custom passes and things like that. But again, these kind of things I would rather have built natively into the Apple Wallet application because it just feels safer, more secure, and there's that whole trust that Apple has been going back and forth with when it comes to iOS 27 and just the relationship they have with the end user. But let me know in the comment down below what you think. My favorite feature was the Create a Pass. I am now digitizing pretty much everything that I have in my Apple Wallet, with the lone exception being my New Jersey ID, because my state still does not qualify or support the digital ID. But outside of that, every single thing is in my Apple Wallet. Let me know if you guys are in the same boat, or if there's a couple things that you still can't put in your Apple Wallet and what those things are. But that'll do it for this video. If you did make it to the end, leave a little dolphin. Definitely check out Card Pointers if you are in the miles and points and credit card game in general. Highly recommend it. And if you guys want to watch more iOS 27 coverage, watch one of these videos right here, and also comment below what else you want to see. Peace.